It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. And we're underway at Hard Rock. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And look at this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's got a gain of 6 there. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Back to the well again. We're working a couple of yards past the line. That's George Karlaftis who got there for the stop. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down. They give it to him again. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Looking for a throw here. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Throwing from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that 1st down on these critical 3rd down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Get set. Long. Turbo 3, kick. Out.
Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 47. Flush down now to his left. He's going to keep it this time. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Two now from the gun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing third and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
They're right here. Out.
To throw, Tagovailoa. And once again, they can't connect.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
I know we see these kickers make kicks from this distance all the time, but it never ceases to be impressive. Everything's on the dot, and it's a big 3 points.
This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
On the set.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
65,
From the 23. He's on the move. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
Got it. Ready?
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Ready?
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Setting up the running back screen. And he'll get it up to the 44. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Let's go now. Check up.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Searching. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
He finds McConkey. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that,
Right,
just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback
Solo
a chance.
left Zion. Solo left Zion.
They put a receiver in motion right.
Out.
From midfield on 2nd down. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Go ahead. Set.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-six touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yeah, ready. Set.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he won't win the race to the outside. That one's bottled up at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Go ahead. Set.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Completed to his running back. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Dallas Turner there to bring him down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
That winds up incomplete and brings an end to our opening quarter. So before... Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on 4th. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Called that a 64-yard punt officially. And it's going to be Vikings football. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Hauled in left side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. Fights up for tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. Oh, they got it back. Something. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here.
19 tight. 19 tight.
He's going to throw this one. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphins football. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Set. Out.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Ready. Set.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Gets this to McConkey. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on third. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Rolling back, it's the handoff. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10 now. Buys time, rolling right. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. The discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Catch is made down the right sideline. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Give him 24 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
18 reps, go!
They'll throw it again. Escapes the pocket. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
18 Cardinal, 18. Hook.
Cut out left. Running in the red zone. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Hey, go! Go! Hut, hut.
They'll try to punch it in. Ooh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to the air here. On the move, headed right. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Jordan Brooks comes up with it.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Finds his man, Waddle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. The Dolphins in possession. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches.
Hey. Out!
Tagovailoa off the play fake. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Ready?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he's out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a first and goal.
70 Timberwolves. Let's go now.
Complete on the option. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. Bates now for the point after. And the kick is good. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
44. Ready? Oh,
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Caught by his back. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Jacorian Bennett there for the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script.
20,
Well,
TX.
defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Here he is on third and long. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start, up close to the 30. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Finds him over the middle. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 34. Forced out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Check smash. Check smash. Panther 11. Panther 11. 70 range. 70 range. Mustang 19. Ready?
Pass play on first and 10. hands, and to the ground it goes.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go ahead. Cut.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
All right.
One of the tight ends motioning left.
Cut.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Ready. Ready, set.
Here's 2nd and 11. Vacates quickly left side. Bouncing football. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, here's a handoff. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. Nice cut back to the right sideline. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings push their lead further to start the half. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Set.
2 and out from the gun. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running with it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
long there, long. Get on!
Here's 2nd and 2. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Has a hole left, room to run. And he makes the let's go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. Bates now for the point after. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Vikings grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
East right, snug. Ready. Get on!
Here's the handoff. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. On target to Waddle. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down, here's Tua. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play. He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. Called in by Waddle. He's still going at the 30. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa. Looking sideline and caught by Washington. And he almost gets to the 5. He's out of the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Ready, set.
Plowing up the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of 1 on 1st and goal. Now it's going to be 2nd and 5.
Go ahead.
Escape. And they take this in for the score. The Dolphins shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. They'll try this extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers out to determine how severe this may be. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Go!
Now give left side. Juke the defender. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On the ready.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Back at 60. Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let go.
He's dropping back to throw. Chased out to his right. The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. And no turnover. It's going to stay with the offense. That one gains 7. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Cowboy 80.
Handoff now out of the gun. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
19 light. Ready?
From the 43. Throwing deep for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go now. Ready?
He'll throw it. Getting out to his left. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they're going to take over possession. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Ready?
Tua off the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Hauled in left side. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Miami.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Get set.
Tagovailoa on 1st down. Setting up the running back screen. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Here's Tua again. Flush down out to his left. He takes it himself. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down.
Ready? Eight.
To the air yet again, Tagovailoa. He throws a bullet down the right. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Sticking to the air, it's Tagovailoa. He fires one deep down the middle. Big gain downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Take, go, go.
Hand off to the back. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
2nd and 10 now. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Caught at the 20-yard line. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 14. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action with Tagovailoa. He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Ladd McConkey. So that brings up 2nd down.
Solo left Zion.
Tua setting up to throw. It's complete to Turner. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops.
Turbo 1.
The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Hey, Turbo 1, Turbo 1. Hey, 21 TA. Turbo 1, high. Whoa. Ready, shot.
1st down, Tagovailoa to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins get it back to a 14-point game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
Got it. Ready?
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Turbo 18. Here we go.
Back now, pressure on its way. Taking a deep shot here. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
2nd and 10, and they'll stick to the air. We've got a screen to the running back.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Set. 18 left. 18 left. 18 right here.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Right up the gut. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line.
Ready up.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
How many times we see these coaches after games sit there at the press conference, they pull out the stat sheet, and when they do, they look for some anomalies. And today, well, this head coach is going to be very proud of a defensive effort, getting after the quarterback 6 different times. 6 sacks, and they've had a heyday in the backfield.
He throws a bullet down the left side. This is caught inside the 15. They get 35 out of that one. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Hawk 70. Let's go.
Quickly out to the right. Complete. He almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Hand off on 2nd and short. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's on the move. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Vikings have likely locked up the win right there. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. He's brought down after a nice return there, which brings us to our 2-minute warning. The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now against the blitz. Buys time, rolling right. He just throws this one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Hey, 20, TX.
Motioning him from the slot right. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Throwing on third, Tagovailoa. Complete beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final timeout here. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Watch it, Oscar. Go ahead. Out the time.
First down, here's Tua. Taking a big shot for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they face second down.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Let's go.
Second down and 10, Tagovailoa. And they pick him off again! Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races! And forget the turnover, Brock, they take it back for a late touchdown! Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. They give it to him again. And solid running there gets him forward to the 39-yard line. Give him 5 yards to bring up a manageable 3rd and 1. So the Vikings pick up the win on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win.